Today's video is something really special because I'm not crafting alone. I've teamed up with three incredible creators. Each of us are witch, shaman, or pagan from different regions of the world. Together, we're creating candles that represent who we are, our channels, and the land we come from. Each candle incorporates materials native to our region. This just isn't a craft, it's a story of a place, spirit, and identity. So let me introduce you to the beautiful souls joining me in this global circle. Hello, I'm Kara from Pagan Crafting. I'm based in Alberta, Canada. For this collaboration, I'll be pouring a candle infused with my findings and foragings from my province.
My name is Tova and my channel is Tova Norse Witch. England, near London for me. I am going to be making a Viking longboat and it will be big enough to put a candle in the middle.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pagan Homesteading. My name is Sarah C. from the Blue Ridge Mountains of South Carolina, USA. For this collaboration, I am doing a mica painted crow pillar candle, and this is inspired by my channel and the mountains that I call home.
So I'm from the US and my YouTube channel is called Astral Talk TV. So what I'm going to create is a candle that will heal you, a candle that will not only have healing properties, but it smells really good and it will be able to help you with overall wellness. The candle that I'm going to do is going to be a Reiki infused candle, and it is going to help with a lot of things, and I will present that in the video.
Okay, so for the ingredients for this project is everything is from Alberta, Canada. This is cedar from the rainforest of Banff Jasper. This is sage from the desert of Drumheller, Alberta. Birch bark from Rocky Mountain House. Garnet chips from the North Saskatchewan River, central Alberta. Maple leaves from Edmonton, Alberta, pressed and dried. I'm going to be using a pestle and mortar, and we're going to have some ingredients to help make some candles with, and we're going to be pouring them into these lovely little teacups that I found at an antique mall. So we got some blue little button flowers here with a lady slipper orchid. I love this one because I love all the different sizes, and I love the hidden flower on the inside of cups is one of my favorite when they have pictures on the inside too. We're going to be using soy wax, and I love using soy wax. I definitely prefer that and beeswax due to the length of the burn time. I'm going to take that away now. We're going to put that on the stove. So meantime, we're going to prepare our items. Now, cedar is a protective, strengthening, empowering. It's very solar, very boundary setting. Its evergreen nature also ties the endurance and life force through winter. Now, the cedar tree's planetary ruler is the sun, sometimes Jupiter in folk traditions. The element is fire with strong earth qualities. The energy is masculine. The chakra is root and solar plexus. It's great for magical uses such as protection, purification, ancestral connection, and grounding during seasonal transition, calling benevolent spirit, clearing stagnant winter energy as well. It's great for Imbolc season, and Imbolc candle is what I'm making here today. Because it clears the heaviness of winter, it creates sacred space for returning light, and it anchors intention and strength and resilience. Now let's take the desert buffalo sage from Alberta. It's a prairie sage bush. It's only grown here in Alberta. And it is not to be reckoned with or mistaken for the white sage that is sacred and from California, United States of America. The planetary ruler of this is Jupiter. Some assign it Mercury as well. Element is air, energy is masculine, and the chakra is a third eye. Sage clears, uplifts, protects, and air governs purification and spiritual clarity. While Jupiter connects to spiritual wisdom and expansion, it's great for magical uses such as energy clearing, spiritual reset, and boundary setting. It's great for protection of sacred work, strength during barren seasons. For Imbolc candles, buffalo sage from the Badlands carries harsh land resilience, survival magic, and transition energy. Great for wintering due into the awakening season. I love how sage fluffs up so well. Our next up that we have here is birch bark. Now, birch bark planetary ruler is Venus. Some traditions say the moon. The element is water, energy is feminine, and the chakras crown and heart. Birch is associated with beginnings, purification, and maiden energy. Its white bark symbolizes cleansing and fresh starts and very aligned with Imbolc. The magical uses are new beginnings, renewal and rebirth, fresh starts, writing intentions, and as we know, birch bark is historically used for writing. It's the feminine and maiden energy for Imbolc candles are very, very encoded to the Imbolc season because it's associated with purification. It symbolizes the first trees of spring, and it represents fresh chapters. The birch bark also, or the birch tree, we also harvest the sap in spring, and it's a symbolic reckon of new beginnings, fresh starts, the awakening of the new season and the new year. Next up, we have here's the maple tree, the Canadian identity magic. The planetary ruler is Jupiter. The element is air with water undertones for a little bit of flow and sweetness. The energy is masculine, balanced, and expansive, and ruled by the heart chakra. Maple expands, it sweetens, it attracts prosperity, it carries generosity. All very Jupiter-in qualities. It also symbolizes growth and abundance. Magical uses are sweetening intentions, attraction magic, balance, heart-centered energy, prosperity, and flow. For Imbolc candles, maple brings sweet thaw energy, flow after freeze, and a bit of national identity and rooted pride. I love how when I powdered up the leaves, I still had the side of red. It is so pretty. Okay, so next we are going to prepare our cups. Our wax is still melting on the stove, which should be ready here shortly. We're going to use a little dollop of some hot glue, and I find this will stay quite nicely. And with the heat of the wax, it doesn't melt the hot glue, and it stays quite where I want it to be. Now I was using the scissors there to help squish down the base. So if you wonder what I was doing, I wasn't. So be careful not to cut the wick, of course. But I don't have any skewers or my chopsticks right now to help squish it down, so I'm just going to use scissors if you want to know what the heck I was doing there. Going to rock that again and just causing a little pressure to make sure it stays down. Now, we're going to color our wax here too, and I have two different colors. One's blue sapphire and one royal light. Now, the royal light is a very royal purple, and this is what the little wax chips look like. Normally, I would use a lot less than what you see here, but I wanted the colors to be really, really, really rich because I'm using a white wax, so you do have to add a little bit extra color because anytime you add white to a color, it will lighten it up. Okay, my wax is ready. As you notice, I had it all the way up to the top. It melts half down. I'm only going to fill up the cups about 1/3 the way. And normally you would mix your wax chips in a separate container, but I'm just making a couple little candles. So I'm just going to, all willy-nilly this whole little project. We're not going to add any essential oils to this. I'm not going to get too fancy. I'm quite enjoying just the colors and then the herbs and the finding of the foraging items that I used in this piece here. Maple is deeply Canadian. It carries sweetness and the heart energy. I am using it to invite warmth and kindness in the season. The sage grows in the stark beauty of Drumheller, Badlands. It carries resilience and clarity. For me, it represents cleaning out the old and in with the new. Cedar holds the quiet wisdom of the Alberta forest in winter, steady, protective, enduring, and I'm adding it for purification and strength as the light begins to return. And as these candles cool down, we will let them cool almost all the way, and then we will add the garnet. And now that those are cooled down, our colors are nice and rich and nice and bright, leaving about 3/4 of an inch of wick. And you can see all the different herbs, you can see the reds, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more red leaf to the top. I would like to invoke a little bit more color. The wax is still a little bit mushy, so I'm able to kind of secure that around the wick a little bit better. So I'm going to prepare my leaf here. I'm going to do some more little chips, and I'm thinking more color the better because we're going to add our garnet little pieces on top of that. But how we're going to do that is we're going to use a little heat gun and we're going to warm up the tops. When we add our extra maple leaves and our garnet, it'll adhere to it. Because if you try adding your garnet in the beginning or while the wax is still hot or not cooled down enough, it all just floats to the bottom. So garnet is really great to use with the element fire, energy masculine. It's ruled by the root chakra and the planetary ruler is Mars. Our garnet is vitality, courage, survival, ignition. It's an ember energy under snow. It's perfect for stirring Imbolc fire beneath the winter. Now, magical uses are vitality, life force, passion, and motivation. It's good for courage, root chakra grounding, protection during transitions. For Imbolc candles, the garnet is beautiful for stirring dormant winter energy, igniting inner fire, and awakening purpose. Garnet feels like an ember beneath the snow. Quiet but powerful, it reminds me that even in winter, life is still burning underneath. All these combine together make a wonderful Imbolc candle for this season. It's a great to invoke the awakening of the new year that is coming to us in Astara. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. And as always, I had a blast hanging out with you. Please go check out my friends' channels that I did the collaboration with. Tell them in the comments of their video that Kara says hello and that I sent you. In the description, as well as the comments down below, you will see links to their channels. And go over, say hi, enjoy. Maybe you'll find some new channels you haven't discovered yet, or maybe find one or two favorites out of the collaboration few. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and have yourself an absolutely magical day.